the early few days that we've been together here, we're working really hard. I mean, we're running quite a few miles, we're introducing some quality work, and of course the athletes that are new are getting to know the older ones, so we're building some team chemistry, but it's very important work early on, and so far so good. Well, Ashton Henson would have to be at the top of that list. At the end of the season, she's been our top runner the last couple of years, or at least one of them, and certainly the top returner. And she came back in pretty good shape. And then, you know, Christina Metzger didn't have a great cross-country season last year, but she finished well for us in track. We'll definitely be counting on her. Piper Meesey, sophomore this year, certainly will be an impact performer for us. And if we're going to be very good, then she'll have to help us be that good. And Jordan Puvogel had a sort of a breakout season by her standards for last year, and hopefully she can continue to improve, and that will be another person we can count on. Boy, you said that. Well, we hope to be in the mix and have a chance. You'd like to go into a championship knowing that you have a chance to win and have a plan on how you might be able to do that. Well, Southwest Baptist is going to be very tough for anyone in this league to beat, I think, but hopefully we can put ourselves in a position to do that. Missouri Southern's got a great tradition, and they'll be right there, of course. Fort Hays State has really emerged in the last couple of years, and they return enough runners that I'm sure that they'll be right up there too, so it'll be a lot of fun. Well, they're back-to-back weekends, and I don't really, as most coaches at our level, don't really like to race back-to-back weekends, but those are opportunities that we need to take. They are very big meets, different from one another a little bit. In Missouri Southern, there'll be all different levels, but a lot of bodies, and that's great. That meet is one that we do every year, so it's sort of a standard measuring tool for us as to where we are, competition readiness at the very beginning of the season, so that's a good yardstick to have. And then the next weekend, of course, is the GRIAC Invitational. That's another big, even bigger meet probably, and it's all Division II. That's the distinction. Several different regions will be represented there, D2 regions, and that's big for us, especially this year when the qualifying to nationals has changed. To have some at-large berths, so how we do against some of those other folks in and out of our region, and that's our opportunity to show that. So that'll be a big meet for us too. Well, they've come in with a summer of fitness building, a base building, and most of them did a pretty good job with that. We've been training about a week now, and we've worked very hard. We've run quite a few miles, had a couple of hard workouts, had some weather to deal with, and just getting to know each other. Almost half the team, well, 12 freshmen on the team, so you know, how hard you work with those is a little different than how hard you work with the folks that return. We're still trying to figure them out a little bit and what they can handle, but all I can say is we've been working very hard, and you know, that's an element of a training program that's essential. We lose our top 2 runners to graduation or finishing eligibility, and we are very young overall, but Dominic Fonseca is our best returner at this point in time, and we'll count on him to lead the way performance-wise. And of course, we've got Matthew Wilson, who was a freshman last year, really surprised us last year at how well he did. So hopefully he can be an impact person as well. And then it just remains to be seen on the rest of them. It's kind of an unknown quantity. I guess less known than maybe last year. Those are individuals that are gone. I think you can still count on those programs being pretty strong. And when you look at, and we do this as coaches, look at who returns from other teams, that kind of indicates what potential strength might be. I mean, Northwest Missouri is still going to be strong. Missouri Southern, they've got a program. They didn't just have a team last year, they've got a program, you know, so they'll be very good as well. And Northwest Missouri, I think they return almost everybody from their top 5 from last year. So I think those are teams that will definitely be the ones to beat, no doubt. For the young kids, the biggest learning experience in terms of how to race well is a race. And we don't race all the time in our sport because it's so brutal. So they're very important. There'll be mistakes made, of course, but the learning that takes place from mistakes is essential if we're going to reach our potential. It's really important. You know, you're building chemistry on a team in practice, but in some ways even more so in a competition. So those are very important for building, you know, onto the success that you're going to have later on when it really counts. It's a new beginning, you know. It's exciting for us coaches to see the new faces coming in. And we're undefeated right now, right? I mean, that's kind of, I haven't been beaten by anybody. I mean, so we're all excited about the prospects of a new season and the new faces and the possibilities. And that's one of the things that kind of drives you to set your goals and then chase them by working hard and smart and building some team camaraderie. So that's where we are right now.